Hey there insane runners! Today we are putting the Amazfit T-Rex 2 to the ultimate test. As seasoned runners, we know the importance of accurate heart rate monitoring and precise GPS tracking. Let's see if this rugged smartwatch lives up to its promise. To test how accurate the Amazfit T-Rex 2 GPS and heart rate tracking is, I'll compare it with the trusted Garmin Forerunner 245 Music. I will do a couple of tests.
First, I'll wear both the watches on each wrist and go for a longer aerobic run. Then, I'll switch the watches on my wrist and go for a shorter, faster run, ranging in heart rate zones 4 and 5 on a different route. These tests will check if the Amazfit T-Rex 2 heart rate and GPS sensor give accurate and consistent readings in different heart rate zones and locations. Alright, let's hit the road.
First up, I have the Garmin on my left wrist and the T-Rex 2 on my other wrist. I have set the GPS settings of the Garmin as GPS plus GLONASS, whereas I kept it as default accuracy mode in T-Rex 2 GPS settings.
If you already don't know, then the Amazfit T-Rex 2 has a dual band GPS, unlike the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music.
T-Rex 2 had no issues at all in acquiring the GPS signal. Let's check the results. According to the T-Rex 2, I covered a distance of 12.12 kilometers, while the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music recorded 12.11 km. Very similar results. If we look at the GPS routes, both watches show nearly identical route tracking. The starting and ending positions are the same for both. Overall, the GPS accuracy of both watches is very similar, indicating that the T-Rex 2 has very precise and accurate GPS tracking. Now, let's compare the heart rate data. The T-Rex 2 recorded an average heart rate of 155 bpm, while the Garmin Forerunner 245 recorded 157 bpm. In the long run, a difference of 2 bpm is negligible, making the average heart rate the same between two watches. If we check the heart rate lap by lap, then there are a total of 13 laps. You can see the lap-wise heart rate from both watches on the screen. Comparing the two, you will find that the lap-by-lap heart rate is also very similar. The maximum difference is just 2 bpm, and in most cases the heart rate is either the same or differs by just 1 bpm, which is negligible. The T-Rex 2 heart rate measurement is very similar to the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music. It indicates that the T-Rex 2 heart rate sensor and GPS are working very well and providing accurate results.
Before I reveal the results of the second test, if you're liking this video so far, then consider liking the video and subscribing to Insane Runners.
In the second test, I am swapping the positions of the two watches on my wrist. Apart from that, I am in a different location and will do a faster run in high heart rate zones. I just ended my running. Now let's compare the result of the second test. According to the T-Rex 2, I covered a distance of 5.10 kilometers, while the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music recorded 5.10 kilometers. Again, similar distance. If we look at the GPS routes, both watches show nearly identical route tracking. The starting and ending positions are the same for both watches. Now, let's compare the heart rate data. The T-Rex 2 recorded an average heart rate of 172 bpm, while the Garmin Forerunner 245 recorded 175 beats per minute. Again, very similar results. The lap-by-lap heart rate is also very similar. The second test shows very accurate results similar to the first test. Impressive stuff. The Amazfit T-Rex 2 proves itself to be a reliable companion for monitoring heart rate during intense workouts. I have no complaints at all with the Amazfit T-Rex 2 Zepp app with the way it shows all the metrics. In fact, it gives a detailed breakdown of the activity, showing all the basic information like map, distance, time, pace, average and maximum heart rate, along with elevation gain, cadence, heart rate zones and more. On top of all this, it also shows heart rate for every kilometer, a key feature that is missing in the smartwatch giants like Apple Watch and Samsung Galaxy Watch. Moreover, if you rely on Strava to keep your activity logs and track your progress there, then you will be glad to know that you can easily sync the Zepp app with Strava. Once you link Zepp app with Strava, the activities are automatically synced to your Strava account. In contrast to my experiences with Samsung Health, where I have noticed data discrepancies upon syncing with Strava during my Galaxy Watch 6 running tests. I found no such issues here. So kudos to Amazfit. Apart from Strava, the Zepp app also supports Google Fit, Adidas Running, Komoot, and Relive. Amazfit T-Rex 2 is truly impressive when it comes to battery consumption during activity tracking. In a run lasting 1 hour and 16 minutes, the T-Rex 2 battery decreased by only 5%, while during the shorter 25-minute run, it only depleted by 3%.
The Amazfit T-Rex 2 aced our rigorous tests, delivering top-notch heart rate and GPS monitoring for runners who demand the best. If you are looking for a budget yet accurate fitness watch, then look no further.
Amazfit T-Rex 2 delivers results that are better than expensive smartwatches like Samsung Galaxy and Apple Watch.
Until next time, keep pounding the pavement, stay insane, and keep running.